Hello. Hello, we're going to try another experimental tea. And we'll see if we are Sag or if it is good. We will find out. Value is a dangerous business. I think that might be correct. That might be true facts. Where is handle escape? Okay. We were saying, I'm not going to need this, hopefully. Close this. Look at all these. Close. Okay. What is going on with my keyboard? Oh, wait, that's open. We're going to do this. That gets called from there, and then so if you hit escape, this thing. It's if this. Okay, so that's one of the things I'd wanted to do. Let's go this true. False. So we know how you called it. let's actually try. So if you didn't escape, we're going to actually set the time to this. We're going to go So really do want to undo this one. There are two overloads of really do want to undo. The short parameter one actually this is not true. That leak notice is never true. Okay, so what's the variable called? Undo cursor. I actually want to start a convention of putting the common variables at the end of the file so I can just jump to them. Like by jumping down there. Okay. So currently in data structures and it's a pain in the ass. Well, guess what? You don't need most of what's in that data structures class. Sad but true. Or you don't need the specific data structures. Mostly, you need a couple of the basic ones. But what you do need is to be good at data structures generally. But like, dude, I couldn't sit down and do a red-black tree right now because I don't even remember what that is. I could probably invent it from first principles, but I don't actually know what it is. Oh yeah, most web applications don't need databases. It's absurd. Nobody can read data at will, extract it, analyze it, build reports. But that's false. You just write a function that iterates over the database and reads out all the things and returns it as a data structure. You can do that in a day, less than a day. You can do that in a couple hours. Like, and then people just call that function and do stuff with it. It's just like, again, people think they need all these things to solve problems that aren't real problems. All right, we're going to do the T. This T is salty caramel pumpkin black tea. We're going to see how that goes. We're going to see if this is Sag tea. Sag tea. The Sag Sea Scrolls. Okay. So if we Okay, so that should actually wait, what? Give an undo record. Oh. This is in file scope. Sag. All right. So, thing one. When I do this and I hit escape, oh. Whoops. Okay, we need to work on that a little bit. But two, if I do this and go back in time potion, then when I come out, wow, he's off by a whole square. Still need to figure that out. So that kind of works. I think we pop you up on the left-hand side by default. I don't think we open with the right-hand side. I think we open with the left. Oh, this T is weird. Linked lists are doubly linked lists and singly linked lists. They're all useful. I use them. You'll use them a lot more than different kinds of trees because they're more fundamental. Let's try popping this open on the other side now. Okay, now this handle escape thing. Oh, I didn't return. That's what happened. And then when we toggle here, like that. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. So if I hit escape, it goes away. That's great. Then I can go to the menu. When I go to the menu, I can't pull this out. If I go here and I hit escape, we do not actually... Oh, shoot. We actually have to play... We actually have to play the undo cursor forward. Whoopsie. Okay. Play undo events forward. Okay. So if we escaped, else, all right. While undo cursor is less than handler.undo records.count, undo cursor plus equals 1, play undo events. Oh no, we don't want to do that entry point. We just want to do record is handler.undo records, undo cursor plus 1, I think, right? Because this is what, yeah. So we do the plus 1 first. We do it as a redo. And we push transactions from record. Redo. Record. Record. Okay, so if I go back to the middle here, I want to end up with everything at the end when I hit escape. Bam. Okay. The wizard is not... Yeah. So we need to do post undo reevaluate or whatever. After all these, let's take a look at what that does. What do we call this from? Okay. So we do this here. Oh, not there. We do this here. And we also do it here. Okay. We're going to undo the pushes. Repush. Ah, they're both dead. Okay, so when I go here, they're going dead and alive correctly. That's great. That's great. So that is done. That is done. That is done. We're just getting rid of a lot of these extra little scraggly things. There's still a crash that we could make happen that we want to fix, and I still want to clean up a parameter. But then we can start improving the actual feature more. Improving the actual feature more. Yeah, I don't really do notes in text files very often. Paper is much better. Paper is much better. Okay. Well, let's get rid of that function member. Just push transactions. Looks like that was all of them. Okay. Lumber on the moon is great because there's no liquid to make it moldy and there's no termites. Do I have to carry my notepad with me? No, because I don't need to look at it most of the time. Like, this is short-term notes. This is like, I'm making these notes today. I'm solving the problems today. Tag to start, junk moves, level crash, outlines. Let's just do the crash. Let's do the crash. If somebody if we ever change our level for any reason, we need to bail. Actually, let's go back here. So if this okay, so now hopefully if I have this UI open and I do something like level Lily test, wow, this is open. There we go. We hard closed it and GG's. Oh, like what if I do the following? What if I go to here and I start the level transition and then I pop this open? Transition still going. I knew it. All right. So we got to fix that. Wait, what? I don't know what's the transmute about. Anyway. Oh, so transmute, we don't really know. That's great. Okay. Level crash is... let's not check that off because of this transition thing that we just came up with. I mean... like, I don't actually... we'll outlaw this for now. This might annoy me, though. Okay. So let's go back here. Okay, I was not able to pop it open in the middle. Still didn't work. I hit it sooner. What if I... okay, so here is fine. What if I... pop it open, pop it closed. Okay, well, it hoses the animations a bit to pop it open and pop it closed, but you know. I want to put an outline. I'll put outlines around the thing. I mean, it'll just help make it look a little spicier. Ain't no biggie in the long run. Ain't no biggie in the long run. Why do we think... That's so weird why we don't know that's her. It's like stepping on the things? No, not always. What happened there? Anyway. What the fuck? That's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. I don't know why that's happening. See if I could repro that. Okay, so this is about the camera not panning during rewind. Let's try fixing that, because I don't want people to have this kind of problem with this. Okay, init camera for, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Per screen. Oh, that's the Zoom version. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try that. We're just doing the little details that have come up. Doing the little details. Okay. That worked. I mean, 51 is a lot of squares. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, figured out that one though. I think I put outline around which one? Just to make it just feel a little nicer. Dang it. It's messed up. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Let's do the outlines. Let's do the outlines. We already have the open T target. Let's do what's the dividing line? Okay. We going to put those in the file. Okay. We're gonna draw the outline. Okay, so we're gonna go to where we do dividing line. Not there, here. So this part, draw the navigate by ones. Yes. Draw outline frame. Right active T. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. Okay, and then here, I'm going to go left active T. And this routine is going to go float, 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 float. Okay. color is, okay, using undo UI settings, color is background color inactive, but we're going to lerp if active T is less than 0.5, color equals lerp active T, or color to outline color mid. I'm giving it an extra interpolation target. Gonna go there. Else, let's do this. Clamp the S in both cases. S is going to be active T. Minus 0.5 times 2. And we're going to lerp from outline color mid to outline color active. All right. And we're going to go going to do these, but we're going to go also Q zeros. We're going to do the P's and we're going to mind our P's and Q's. B is dividing line thickness times UI width. All right, B is UI width times outline thickness. All right, so we do our Q's. It's x0 plus b, y0 plus b, x1 minus b, y0 plus b, x1 minus b, y1 minus b, x0 plus b, y1 minus b. And then now we do our quads. You know what? Let's do this. Let's put our UVs down here, as absurd as that is. So we don't have so many copies of them. Okay. Let's just make sure that compiles. It does. Great. So we want to do some quads, quad damage. But we want to go P0, P1, Q1, Q0, right? We want to go P1, P2, Q1, Q2, Q1. We want to go P2, P3, Q3, Q2. We want to go P3, P0, Q0, Q3. The body line must be drawn here. Okay, we forgot to turn off the textures. But other than that, very success. Oh, look how much more magical that little interpolation to yellow before it goes to white. Oh, it's so golden. All right, let's fix our shit though. Okay. We could even have it go down. It kind of goes through gold on the way down, but we'll keep it for now. Like this makes it much more clear. How do you feel about your inability to tell what is highlight now? It's a lot more clear. I hope Twitch compression can handle it. I hope it could handle it. All right. Later we might add a third column. We don't even know. Okay. Boom. Let me put, instead of this character swapping bitmap, I want to put the question mark. Bitmaps. Undo icon unknown. We have to rasterize before we can do anything, because for some reason it's one of these paint programs that thinks that I work for it instead of it working for me. Not the best, actually. Where's a blur tool? Smudge. Where's the Sag tool? That's not a very good Sag. Still quite evident. Not good. Do I have a better, like, blank one? Not really. I could pick one of these. Like, just paste it. Just, it's the image of the same size. Just. What is wrong with this? I think it's an image of the same size. Oh yeah, they messed up the transform shit as well. Like, I don't, like, when I get something like this in this program, I don't even know, I don't know what I can do with it. Like, I just want to, like in Photoshop, you hit T and you grow it. This is not helping me. What the fuck? All right. For some reason that works. Okay. So where's my pencil? Where's the frickin' pencil? How do I just pencil? Why is this? Why is this so sad? All right. Like, I can't even alt click to like get the color. Dude, the amount of work that I'm going through for something I really don't care about. Welcome to video games. Sag. Okay, this is slightly better than what I had. Okay, give it the finger now. How do we... Let's give it the finger. This is not a very good smudge. Why is it not smudging? 100% strength. Oh, that's a better smudge. Why is there such a drastic difference between 50 and 100? Okay, and then we'll blur. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I am a professional Photoshopper. Right there. Yes. Okay, now we do a text of a real big size, like 200 point. We put question mark. Oh, it's much bigger. 400 point. Why did none of these let me actually edit the text in a reasonable way? 800 point. How big is a point? I don't know. Nobody ever knows. You just raise the number. You just raise the number until it's the right size. That's how it works. Nobody understands what a point is. Nobody in the entire history of computers has understood what a point is. There we go. Now we know when we don't know. See that? Always know what you don't know. A point is that which has no part. Why don't I just have that background as a separate file? Because I didn't make the background, bro. It probably exists somewhere. I don't know where. It's a temporary piece of shit background that's not supposed to be for anything anyway. Like, do you think we're going to ship a game with things that look like this? Maybe you do. I guess a lot of indie games do, so I take that back. I take it back. Okay, so that's good. Let's bank some of these wins. Hope we don't have any no check-ins. Boom. Okay. Next item. Let's experiment with smooth scroll. We're experimenting with smooth scroll. Hell yeah. NFT with garlic coins. I could really use some garlic coins right now. I've got another batch of garlic, but I ate so much junk food today while streaming that I probably shouldn't eat anymore. Yeah, but garlic coin is delicious compared to ETH, so what do you want? Garlic coin. Is there a garlic coin song kind of like the free software song from Richard Stallman? I would enjoy that. And then someone eats a lot of garlic and sings the song, and they have very garlicky breath that fills the room while they sing the song. Come on, you would want to know if there's a garlic coin song. You would want to know. I would. All right, I want to do some smooth scroll. Whoops. Not S32. I was not making sense right there. Okay, so when we start up, okay, we're going to say cursor speed in moves per second. Okay. Look at all the variables we just put on this even just today. I knew there would be a garlic coin song. There's a Choco Taco song? That's crazy. I never heard of such a thing.
It's raining chocos from out of the sky. Choco tacos, no need to ask why. Just strap on your vest and close your eyes. It's raining chocos, it's raining chocos. King of Pochiki, Choco tacos. A Christian stream, swaps with the boys, swag, boom and ream. It's raining chocos, yum, 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 yummity yum. It's like a tree. Yum, 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 yummity yum. Bring your ice cream.
Chocolate shell ice cream. Chocolate shell ice cream. Chocolate shell ice cream. Shroud swag. Ream.
It's raining chocos. Raining chocos. Raining chocos. It's raining chocos. It's raining chocos. Raining chocos. It's raining chocos. It's raining.
Shroud
It's raining chocos.
ream.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, update the float cursors. UC target is cast float. Undo cursor. AMC target is cast float. Abridged move cursor. Move toward. Let's see. Let's do a ridge. Move toward UC target. Oh, wait. No, we don't want UC target. We want undo cursor float. I goofed. Undo cursor float. Toward UC target times DT and cursor speed. For both of those. And this is going to be abridged move. Okay. I want that. Okay. If old UC, not flawed, old UC is not equal to oh, do we care? Maybe we don't care. Okay. Let's just make sure that compiles. Okay. Now, here's the trick. Now we want to use the floating point values. Okay, draw the navigate by ones. Okay, I think we just say cast float highest. Undo cursor float to highest float, and then highest float minus undo cursor float. Float is like frac, but when you get numerical instant, okay. Not fast enough. Also, why does it look like it's like overshooting and snapping? That's so weird. Maybe that's just how it looks when you do that. Or maybe it's actually overshooting and snapping. Anyway, we got to make that much faster. Yum, 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 yum. It does look like it's overshooting. Only when going down. We're going to have to investigate that. Yum, 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 yummity, yum. What is that overshoot and snap? Why does bar and left disappear sometimes? Because it is programmed to do that. We could leave it, actually. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to leave it. Yum, 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 yummity, yum. Okay. Yum, 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 yummity, yum. Okay, why would I be snapping, and how would I debug that? I suppose that I would just write a little logger routine where every frame that it doesn't match the previous frame, we can draw what it is. We can do that at the drawing site. I think that would be fine. You don't see a problem in this part. Well, maybe there is one. Let me actually do it on the Y offset. You don't see that flicker. So okay. Yes, so there is like a one frame. I thought we weren't basing anything on Y is present marker Y mid, which stays, that's the constant thing on the screen, plus the V margin, okay. This is sort of like the bottom of where the first square is supposed to go on the screen above the thing. That's fine. It's a totally reasonable coordinate. We do some undo cursor float stuff. And like, it sure looks to me like it's just changing discontinuously and going up sometimes. It goes 262 to 299, 299 to 300, 300 to 264, 264 to 226. It's for several frames that it does this. Um, It's raining tacos from out of the sky. Okay, wait. Let's be on the side. Boom, boom, boom. It does it like every time. Okay, let's just run it again. Just clear the air. I will know what I'm looking at. It's rain. Boom. Okay, just one. That was good enough. 752 to 715. 45.7. 45.4. 45.2. 45.0. 44.74. That's fucking bullshit. My move toward has a bug. Why is there a bug in move toward? What is going on? I mean, I guess I haven't been using this one for that long. If A is greater than target, we just forgot this line. Like, cause this line made it look like the same amount of code, but that's an extra. All right, GG's. GG's. And that was stupid. It's raining tacos. Choco tacos. Now it just looks kind of fast and stuttery because there's no acceleration, but that's fine. Okay, so now the trick is going to be let's try, since we're going to continuouses. By the way, guys, when I made my first video game in the 90s, I was trying to do like a smooth scrolling thing between items like this. They were horizontal in the 3D editor. And I had wanted to do that because at a contract that I'd done before, I had done smooth scrolling stuff and I didn't like how it was and it was kind of janky, and so I tried to do it for that game. It was also kind of janky, and probably took like fucking 2 days. So I just did now in 20 minutes what used to take me 2 days. Of course, part of the reason it took me 2 days was because I was doing it in a not very good way, but there you go. So I'm thinking we'll actually adjust it more smoothly on the left here. Maybe because I'm using a language I created myself. That helps slightly, but it's really just about knowing how to do things anymore. You know what I'm saying? Okay, why is the character index that lady? That's so weird. It's raining chocos from out of the sky. Choco tacos. 30 minutes? I don't think that took 30 minutes. I think the other stuff we were doing tonight took longer. Maybe, I don't know. It's in the VOD. We can measure objectively how long it took. Okay. We're going to want... Taco Song was a fair chunk of that time. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, yummity, yum. It's like a dream. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, yummity, yum. A little unlock force field didn't update. Dang it. Okay. Okay, so we need the smooth scroll for this one, and I think we are going to do it as follows. First, we get rid of this no check-ins. Then okay, so AMC target is going to be more involved. We're going to put this in its own security zone, put this in its own security zone, and we're going to say S is it's going to be some number from 0 to 1 of what end of this that we are at. We're going to compute, we're going to go S equals 1 minus S. Wait. It's 1 at the bottom. We're going to go we're going to do that. Okay, so the S is going to be I'm getting hungry again, even after all the food I ate today. S is going to be it's going to be undo cursor minus move.index 0 clamp S to 0 to 1. All right. All right. And we're not going to do any of this. Okay. Now. All right. So is that it? Declared identifier highest. Yeah, we're going to have to make the scroll speed up faster. That is true. Like, you could easily put 1,000 steps, right? And right now it's just constant time. Okay, what was I even doing? Oh, we're just checking. Okay, so like this side, we're kind of still snapping for some reason. I don't understand why. Why are we still snapping? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are we still snapping? Did I not compile actually? Like, what is going on? Looks like we compiled. It's approximately infinite, but computers in our universe are not actually capable of having infinite memory. It's the sad about it. What? What? Whoops. Yeah, that's the problem. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? All right. Okay, this is not really... This is not really what I thought. It's off by 1 or something. Oh yeah, we got to put a +1 in the numerator. Something like that. What's the mathematical theorem that proves that fact? I don't know. There's a lot of facts about infinity. I don't know what you mean. Easy clap. I'm so much better at making video games than I used to be, dude. All right. We don't actually want to make the duration fixed, but what we do want to do is have sort of a max. Like I want to let the duration get longer, but like 4 or 5 is sort of going to be the max duration, right? So like if you're more than 5 away, we're going to set the DT to like whatever would get you there in 5. You know what I'm saying? So that if you just do this and run around for like a million, all right, and then you go, like that's just way too long already. Way too long. So we need to go that is very convoluted explanation. Let's make it not also equal to 5. Just, oh, well, that wasn't. All right. So here's what we do. So we go, we're going to figure out rate. Okay. Rate. If abs of UC target minus undo cursor float is greater than, are we doing the using here? No. If that's greater than this, well, we're going to probably use this again. So max distance. If that's greater than max distance, time, abs, let's just say abs distance. How many minutes did it take you to get your abs? If abs distance is greater than max distance, rate equals abs distance divided by denom, where denom is this thing. Oh, denom is max distance. Min. No. max of max distance 1. Okay. So that means, okay, wait, rate is abs distance. No, time, let's say target time is max distance divided by denom, right? And this is undo UI settings dot cursor speed 0.001. All right. Do we even have capital max? We do. So target time is that divided by the max distance divided by the speed, right? Meters divided by meters per second is seconds. Rate, yeah. I don't know, that should do it. Maybe. I mean, what's wrong with mathematicians being mathematicians? It's definitely going a lot faster, but it's still a little too slow. How's that only 35? Oh, because then we have 60. Okay, I think that's working. We just need a better speed. Yeah. Actually, we could maybe turn the speed down some, but then okay, that feels snappier. Okay. Feels pretty okay for a prototype. Yes. Yes. Very good. We're going through the 35. We don't do key repeat. We should, but Don't yet. Okay. Okay. I always feel like I was about to do something and then I forgot because I started playing with the sliders. Oh yeah, I was just gonna comment. Okay. Let's commit that. It's actually not, it's not either of those things you guys said. I'll try to explain. It's hard to explain exactly what it is. All right. So cursor speed, this one's simple, right? This is like how many squares per second does the scrolling go under normal conditions, right? This is what's the maximum amount of what's the maximum amount of time anything should take in squares. So this says the time it takes to go 2.5 squares is the max time for anything, right? Which actually, I don't believe that this math is correct, come to think of it, because 2.5 squares at 12 per second would be way faster than it is. It's like half a second right now. So I messed something up probably, but sometimes these things don't matter. Do I try to incorporate Bayesian reasoning in my decision-making in life? No, not usually. I think rationalists are kind of deluded. Although that said, understanding that framework is a very good idea. This rewind UI idea is just from what I've been thinking about for this game for a while, and this isn't even the whole thing because there was probably going to be a third column eventually. But yeah. Yum, 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 yummity yum. It's like a dream. How are the rationalists deluded? Because they don't understand that. I mean, they're starting to understand this, right? But like the reason you have impulses and emotional responses and all these things is because they encode very complicated heuristics that involve the many, many, many variables in the universe, right? And they're the human organism's attempt to codify a solution to those things as best as possible. Driven by survival value and all this stuff, right? But the point being, these things are very, very, very complicated. They're highly multivariate, multidimensional systems that you can't actually really even state in a rational way because there's just too many free parameters and such. Your brain just isn't big enough to do it, right? But heuristics can encode reasonable responses. Well, reasonable is a loaded word in this sense. Your heuristics can encode effective and useful responses that approximate a system where if you were to actually write it out in logic would be enormous, right? So that's what's going on. It's constantly checking for the distance remaining to decide about warp. Yes. Oh, right. It's okay. No, that's a good point. Because it slows down. It slows down as it gets into range. So there's some kind of like proportional derivative action happening. That's why. It's like if at the first delta we kept at that speed, we would get there much faster, but we're slowing down. But yeah, the slowdown is nice, I agree, but it's actually kind of dog shit because it actually is going to be highly frame rate dependent. So like we need to do this, and I retract my previous comment. Yeah, that's kind of dog shit, actually. Would I consider Pinker one of those rationalists? I would consider the people who calls themselves rationalists as those rationalists. There's a community of people who call themselves rationalists. I don't know if Pinker counts himself among that. His latest book is titled Rationality. Well, okay. Okay. By nature, we're not rational. I mean, I kind of disagree with that. I kind of disagree. We're doing pretty good today. I mean, we did 7.5 hours of work in our first Pomodoro. We've done 2 hours of work now. That's 9.5 hours of work, and everybody knows you can only concentrate in programming for 2 hours a day. So, rip. Right. I mean, okay, yes, there are obvious biases in the human mind, right? But like the question is on complex, highly multivariate issues, which method comes closer to the correct, most beneficial behavior resulting, right? Is it your instincts, or is it long-term serious planning? Can only program from the hours 2:30 to 4 p.m. Now, for sure, as somebody who frickin' makes software, I can definitely tell you that rationality has a place in software, but I'm actually not doing rational decision making almost ever when I program. That might be a surprising statement, but it's true. I think people who watch me work can tell that it's true, right? Like, I'm not sitting here and, like, you know, solving a system of equations in order to figure out what to type. I'm just doing what I feel like, and it comes out well. GG's. All right, I'm going to do a set of chin-ups, and then we'll come back and go. Getting a little tired, but still doing 6.5 toward the end of the day. Better than I used to do. If I had to create an app where people collaborate on something, how would I address the sync without using a database? I don't understand why you think you need a database for that. Like, look, let's say you're going to write a multi-threaded program. Not even networked, it's just multi-threaded on one computer. Because it's threaded, different parts of your program have to synchronize with each other. How do you do that without using a database? Was I thinking about figuring out the beam's not turning on again? I thought I fixed that. It might have actually been that I pushed the gem off the socket. I think I destroyed any undo history where the beams were off. Like, did you see it here, just in this thing? Okay, that's wrong. The fact that they didn't shut off is wrong. Sag. And then they shut off. That's weird. Okay. Again, talking about this collaborative document problem is, again, it's fucking killing me because it's such an easy problem compared to what people do. All right, let's go to this site where people work on collaborative documents, right, called twitch.tv. Let's take a look at Hal playing this video game called Apex Legends.
Dude, I actually haven't done shit this game.
All these users are
Tim,
modifying a
south,
shared
south,
world
south.
state. This world state is reacting to them very quickly.
Please repeat me, bro. Please.
And
please, please.
yes, some computations are
this
done
one.
No, we
locally
can gatekeep
in
them.
order to minimize the
Yeah, we
effect of
can.
latency. All
They're
right.
gonna run all the way, right?
They're padding. They're padding. They padded already.
You can be for damn sure that none of
Is
this
it
is going through a
I'll take
database.
us low. Dead.
So why are you
Nice,
asking
nice,
me
nice.
for a tremendously easier problem?
Break that door.
Like, how do I do a small amount of
They're
text
in arc inside.
on a motherfucking document without a
Okay.
database? Like, how is that even a
They already got
question?
him up?
Yeah,
We've
they
known
did.
how to do better solutions to these things for decades.
I can't really do much right here.
I'm getting on the roof rank.
It's just the people in
Yeah, I can't
that
really do much. I don't have a dog.
in that part of the industry
guys,
just
I
don't
can't-
know.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't
I'm
die,
good,
don't
I'm
die.
good, I'm good.
I
I'm good, I'm
cracked,
good. I'm
cracked
heading.
blood.
No. Stay alive, Frax.
Hey, shit! I caught a caustic. I cracked blood as well.
Like, how can
Okay,
someone
well.
think that a database
Cons-
is harder than
I'm
this
getting
or
third- third party,
requires
third party.
Get inside. Get inside. Get inside.
bigger guns than this,
Oh, actually, I think we should take port back.
Yeah, we can. Where's
We
the
gotta do it now. We gotta do it now.
so to speak?
There's only zone 2, we can eat this.
Yeah, just run back around. Just run like far left here.
Yeah. I just fucking read my play like a book. Just preempt me. You guys have any syringes? All I have is one med kit.
Databases for
true.
guaranteeing persistence despite restarts.
Uh,
True.
I have one left after this.
So you probably
Oh,
want
I
the
saw
server to be
syringes, fuck
backing
it.
up the document into a database, right? In case something goes
Fuck,
down.
man. Should have been able
That
to
is
kill the
true.
fucking blood on.
Yeah. Now, if I don't get fried like
But
that,
you don't want the data to go
way
through
easier
a
to play.
database in order for the people to have to coordinate with each other. Like, that's just fundamental confusion to think that. I
Pop an
kind of
ult,
want to know
Jigsaw.
who wins, but it's okay. Seaweed snacks are very good. Okay, we'll look at this a little bit more. I'm about ready to be done today. It is the weekend, so merely working for 9.5 hours is pretty okay. We could do a short day today. Yeah, it's weird. It's not resetting the power state. Like, it kind of is. You see them flashing. I don't know what that's about. Oh, you know what it is? Actually, the code that interpolates the beams up and down uses the time passing, right? And we're not allowing time to pass. So what is really going on is the following. This thing. So we need to do this in a few places. So that's gems and slots. Light color is here. Update beam. Delta. All right. So instead of letting time pass, we're gonna, I mean, we might want time to pass later. I don't know. But for now, yeah, see, there we go. Bam, bam. We're just snapping to it. Much better. Is it easy to make reports in code that 100 lines of SQL would allow you to do? That would involve aggregation along multiple axes using various types of indices, ordering results. Of course, that's what programming languages do, all that stuff. Yes, absolutely. And it'll be faster. Like, you're saying stuff that doesn't make sense, because look, when you issue SQL statements, what do you think that's doing? It's calling functions that know how to do the kind of operations that you're doing, right? And hopefully to optimize them in a reasonable way, given the database, right? That's just functions in code. You just happen to be interfacing with it through SQL. If you want to interface, you can get other code that does those kinds of things in other ways. Like, it's not, like, it sounds like you're just getting really weird about being database defense force, and like, it's not necessary. Like, what do you mean? So when it comes to various types of indexes, right? What do you think those indexes are supposed to do? They're just acceleration structures. If your data is small, you don't need those anyway. And most people's data is small. Like, it's just not, like, people make these big, complicated, horrible problems out of things that are simple. Like, almost everything you want to do is a couple of for loops, actually. I'm just going to go out and state that definitively, because it's true for almost everybody. If you just had your data in an array and you ran a couple of for loops, putting things into temporary side arrays, it would run way faster than your database version, and it would be way more understandable, and you'd be able to do it faster. Is the gem being off slightly? Yeah, I mean, there's still some other stuff that's getting interpolated, like when you sink a stone, it's got like a vertical offset. I don't want to go and try to chase down all those things because we might change our policy. Like, it doesn't necessarily look good to completely stop time, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. The issue is about network latency. If you operate in cache, you could do for loops. If you operate across the network, you have to do log n or O1 steps to be fast. I mean, but like, we were just, do you want me to go back to that database program that I was showing you? We could go look again. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to say this. I mean, I understand you're telling me what the conventional wisdom is, and I understand. I've heard people on Hacker News tell me the conventional wisdom all the time. I actually shouldn't call it wisdom because I don't think it's wisdom. It's just what everybody does. Yeah, there's definitely still little tweakies that need to happen. It's not too bad though for a thing that we did today. Not too bad. I want to do a couple other small things and then we'll call it on the stream. Undoception, yes. We could definitely make a game called Undoception. Okay, when we start up, I want to set the icon to start. So we'll just pass the start icon right there. All right, so if we start it up now, there we go. That's a start. Start, push, push, walk. I want to figure out why her thing is weird. Like, why does she get that character? We're going to investigate that next. Trying to understand how much work it is to address all the standard multi-tenant, multi-user web app problems without using databases. Compared to doing it with raw code and without database. Right, but you're assuming all kinds of things that I'm saying are not necessary. Like you're trying to define the problem as the thing that people think that they need, which is why that they use a database. And then you're saying, how do I do all that stuff? And the answer is, you don't need almost any of that for any particular given problem, right? Now, if what you're telling me is, hey, I don't want to write any code of my own, I just want to call functions or whatever, then yeah, you've got to go do what everybody else does. And if that's database, fine. If you can find something that's not, fine, right? But I'm just trying to answer the question in terms of like, if you had the time and energy to build a maximally efficient and effective system, what would that look like? And it would not have an SQL database in it for almost anything. Okay. Put a no check-in on there. Gonna set a little breakpoint. Why? What? Whoops, it's not entity. Skill flags. Single put what? Oh, wait, what? Did we paste her in without? How'd that happen? That's simple enough, maybe. Well, now we show the right character. Okay, that was easy. I thought we had done that. Maybe we only did it on here? Where's she at? Skill. I don't know. So let me take that assertion out. Actually, hold on. Because we also had a similar problem on the overworld. Yeah, I'm turning 20 next month, so I can't really answer questions about being older. What is going on? That is so weird. Okay, we're going to have to do this again. Except, actually, maybe this character isn't flagged correctly, in fact. In which case, the mystery is, yeah, she's not flagged correctly. So why does it ever show her at all as the right character is what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Why are these flagging as different? That doesn't work. Interesting. All right. Reset. The Great Reset. The Great Reset. I'm sure you all love the Great Reset. All right. Hey, we're actually showing the right character. Except for that. All right. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Oh, except I forgot to delete that thing. Forgot to delete that thing. All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming tonight. And today, if you were here today, we did this whole thing today. There's more that I want to do, but we got the base UI in, which I wasn't even sure was really going to happen. And we did some polish elements on it, and we did some debugging on its interaction. Like, I wasn't even sure if we were going to, like, debug any funky problems that it had, right? I was more like, let's just do the UI. But it all works. That's great. I think the next step in this is to do some stuff where we draw, you know, like if you're about to go backward 12 or forward 3, we would draw those like over the guy in the world, you know, something like that. And just see how that goes. Maybe it'll be readable and helpful. Maybe not. It's all good. Thanks, everybody. And I'm going to sign off for the evening. Goodbye.